Starting. Hey everybody, welcome to Women's Clinic of Johnson County Aesthetics. This is our very first Facebook Live and our very first Facebook Live of an actual procedure. And this is Kendra. She's one of our clients and patients, and she has scheduled a Botox session, and she has graciously allowed us to actually film, do a live video of the Botox so we can answer questions about Botox and try to dispel any myths or any other any kind of fears or anything people has about Botox. And this is Katie Ayton.
Hi.
And she is our registered nurse here at Women's Clinic of Johnson County, and she does all of our aesthetics here. She does all of our procedures, and she's been doing this for several years, and we're very lucky to have her. And she's really good about teaching when she does some of these procedures, so she can help answer all your questions. We're going to be answering questions totally live. I understand that not everybody can watch this video right now, and so we encourage everybody to ask questions during this video, but even if you watch this video later this week or some other time, just go ahead and post your questions on there anyways, and we will still answer the questions in the comments. And so, so right now, okay, once again, I'm going to draw out this introduction a little bit because I want to give people time to get on here. But Women's Clinic of Johnson County now has an aesthetics service division, and we're excited to have it. Make sure you like our Facebook page, make sure you share this video, share other things that we post. We're going to be posting deals that we do on like Rejuvapen, FemTouch. Just kind of keep your eye out for those things, and we're happy to be able to offer those things now. I'm Dr. Logan Kroc. I don't know if I said that at the beginning or not, but I'm saying it right now. I am one of the Women's Clinic of Johnson County OBGYNs. We have, right now we have 3 clinics. We have one here at 119th and Knoll, right next to Menorah Hospital. We also have a clinic at Shawnee Mission Campus, and we have a clinic at the Olathe campus, that's where I am. And we actually have built a new clinic on the Olathe campus. We're really excited about that, and that's going to be opening in January, so look out for that. Okay, so let's turn this camera back around. All right, so basically, we're going to start this Botox session, and Katie, go ahead and take it away because we're going to treat this like a normal session, and we can answer questions at the same time. Okay?
So I've already had her fill out her consents, and Kendra was our $100 gift certificate winner that we had earlier. She won the drawing.
That's awesome. And just a disclaimer: if you happen to win some contest we don't always make you do a Facebook Live, but yep. This is awesome that we're able to do this. So
all right, put my gloves on here. All right, so Kendra wanted this area treated right here. Can you give us a frown?
We're gonna get close.
Give us a frown. Thank you. All right, so these are her depressor muscles that pull down. So this is usually the first area that people do with Botox. So I am going to actually inject her right in the belly of the muscle here. She's going to get one here, here, and then right out here. And so what happens is I'm weakening these muscles, and then the forehead will actually lift, and so she'll get a nice eyebrow lift, and she'll look less angry. Just kidding, Kendra. But anyways, when she's teaching school, they won't know she's mad. No, we won't do that to her. She'll still have plenty of movement. And then also, I'm not doing it today, but if we did around her eyes, can you give me a smile? Generally that's three injections. I'd go here, here, and then up here, and that just opens the eye up and helps with the crow's feet out here. And then today I will also be treating her forehead. Raise up for me. So the forehead lifts. I'm doing the depressor muscles so that these cannot pull down, and then the forehead lifts. So I try to leave a little space here so it can lift, and then I'm going to inject up here. Just to smooth out her forehead. She'll still have expression. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so she was talking about a couple of things there about where these injections go. Botox, not to get too technical about it, but it works where the nerves and the muscles meet. So a lot of these lines that are there, are because the muscle stays tense for a long period of time. So like you look at me, raise mine. I actually have those too. And then when I frown, it's like a sight that is common as you see this. You see those two vertical lines there, like an 11. And so what happens is when you inject the Botox, it actually makes that muscle not as tense, and therefore the change you see is in the skin. So it's not one of the common misconceptions is that it is an unnatural change. So like one of the questions we got in the comments was, will anybody be able to tell I've had something done? I think that there's this misconception that when you have Botox done, that you just have this flat affect looking, like you can't tell somebody's mood because they can't have the expressions and things like that. But really what happens is on a very superficial level, you're getting that muscle taken care of so that it smooths out a little bit, essentially takes years away, and that's really what people are aiming for is a rejuvenation of the face that is subtle but still a really good change. Okay, yeah. So
you might look more well rested, or
yeah,
your eyes might look more open, but
yeah,
that's about all people see. It's subtle.
Because we're all well rested.
Never notice.
Yeah,
friends do. It's true.
Okay.
But anyways, I did want to touch base on. So when you have lines at rest, she's got a couple through here.
Hey, I just have to mention something.
Oh.
You're live in the teacher's lounge right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Hi.
So,
right.
So get yourself another cup of coffee and tell the students to wait.
So anyways, these, whoops, I got stuck in your hair. These lines at rest, these are a little harder to treat, but after I Botox her, raise your eyebrows up. So what I'm essentially doing is going to the muscles that are pushing to make the line. So after a couple weeks to a month, she'll notice that these flatten out a lot. It may not totally get rid of them. That's a good indicator of where the lines will diminish. These should be gone. These will be subtle at first, but they can go away over time. So that's a good time to start getting Botox when you notice you have them at rest.
Okay. So one of the other questions was, how long do the effects last? I mean, when you do this?
3 to 4 months. Some people only get it twice a year. It just depends. These muscles will actually atrophy over time. They'll get smaller the more
naturally.
you inject them.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I always say, like, if you had a cast on your arm and you take it off, one side, your muscles are smaller than the other because you couldn't use it. Same goes with the face muscles.
Great. So another question was, so we answered, how long does it last? So it's not something that obviously lasts forever. So if you get Botox and for some reason you don't like the way it looks, it definitely is not a permanent thing. But in general, it's every few months you get another injection and it keeps the same effect going. So something common would be every 3 months. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Some go as long as 6.
And so we've kind of decided where the injection sites are. How do you decide how many units people use?
Well, the glabellar complex through here, Allergan recommends doing 20 units through there. So
Allergan is
our Botox.
who manufactures the Botox. Yep.
And then so this area, anywhere from I'd say 12 to 20, 25 units, depending on how strong the muscles are. And then around the eyes, this is always going to be the most Botox. And then around the eyes, I would do, like 2, 4, I'd do 6 or 7 units on each side. So that gives you a good idea. And then the forehead is the least amount. And I go in, I'd probably do, 8 to 10 units on our forehead.
Okay,
So
excellent.
that gives you a good idea. I have to look at people to give them an exact amount, but I can always give you a good idea.
All right, perfect. Okay, so show me what you're going to do.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so Kendra did her consents, and she's ready to go here. So I'm going to alcohol her off. And I already drew up the Botox. And she's going to behave for me today. All right. So I drew up the Botox in this insulin syringe. It's a very small needle. It does not hurt. so I'm gonna.
Did you hear that? It does not hurt.
We'll see.
Make sure it's important that you show that it doesn't hurt.
Yes. Okay. Give me a frown. All right. So I'm gonna go right here. Okay. Relax for me. Here's a stick.
That was painless.
Okay. Give me another frown. All right. Now we're gonna go here. You didn't say anything about that one.
That one
No.
was
Okay.
painless.
Okay. Give me another frown. All right. We're gonna go. Relax.
I can't feel anything really going in. Like,
There you go.
So when you get a lot of people that ask about a droopy eye, I have never given one of those to anyone. I stay outside the orbital rim, the bone she has here. Botox can migrate about 3 centimeters, so I always stay above the orbital rim.
Mm-hmm.
Let me wipe you off here.
a little blood.
Yeah.
Very small amount of blood.
Okay, and then how soon can you go somewhere afterwards or return to work? Well, you'll have these little bumps for about 10 minutes, and then you're ready to go.
So that brings up an important point, because we're talking a lot about Botox and it's the holiday season. So we have a lot of things that we do that have to do with skin rejuvenation, facial rejuvenation. We have a micro needling device called the RejuvaPin. We also do laser skin resurfacing. This has by far the least amount of downtime, which means you got holiday parties, you got dinners you're going to, you're meeting with family, you got photos and things, and there's just no worry about downtime with this. So that is that's a plus, and that's why we're talking a lot about this in the holidays too. So
Right. So I would recommend, if you're doing it, like if you have a party to go to or want it to work, she'll start to notice a difference in about 3 days where she can't frown quite as well as she could before. The full results will be about 10 days up to 14. I never retreat anyone, or if they needed more, I don't add it till then. So I would do it, a good week or two before you had an event, just so it works.
okay, perfect.
All right, so you
Perfect.
can see her bump's already flattening out. Now I'm going to inject her forehead.
You heal well. Good job.
Okay, raise your eyebrows up for me. So like I said, right here, we need a little bit of her frontalis, her forehead muscle, to pull up so that her eyebrows don't drop. So I'm going to leave this alone for now. If she needs a little more in a week, I could put a unit here and a unit here to flatten it out. But since I haven't injected her before, I'm going to be careful.
And I want to make sure everybody memorizes the names of the different
Yes.
face muscles.
That's right.
Frontalis. Okay, what's the one at the base of the nose?
This is your procerus.
Okay.
And then this
And
is
then-
your corrugators.
And yeah, so so basically you got muscles that lift the eyebrows, you got muscles that pull the eyebrows down, you have muscles that bring the skin at the base of the nose together, and so those are the muscles that you're trying to weaken, because it's not going to keep those wrinkles there.
So that's why it's important to go to someone who knows what they're doing. All right, raise your eyebrows up. So I'm going to work on these lines through here. Okay, relax.
Both of you are
Definitely go here.
getting compliments on looking good, gorgeous, all that. I guess I won't have to say
They're
them all.
probably
but-
talking about you.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what's happening.
Raise your eyebrows up. Okay, relax.
It's hard to describe how small this needle is. It
It's
is
so
like
painless.
it's about the smallest we
Raise your
got.
eyebrows up again. Up. There you go. And now I'm going to go out here on each side, and then you'll be done. Relax. Okay, over here.
Happy Monday
up.
back.
Raise your eyebrows up. Relax. All right. You passed
Excellent.
your first.
It was so painless.
Wow, barely even noticed that you did anything. Okay, I'm going to go through a couple more questions that I have here. We answered that. How often do I need it? Yes. Oh, does it hurt?
No, not
No.
at all.
Okay, it doesn't hurt. Is there an age? Is there a time that you shouldn't get Botox, or Botox isn't as effective, or anything?
No. I just think it's best to start before you have.
What do I need
lines.
to do, like, for the rest of the day? Is there anything I can and can't do, or?
Okay, try to keep your head elevated
Okay.
for at least 4 hours afterwards.
Okay.
No cleaning at home. Nothing.
Dang. Sorry, honey.
Do you
You're
need
gonna
a-
have to clean.
Or if you did take a nap, make sure your
Do you need a
head's
doctor's
elevated.
note for that?
Yeah, give her a doctor's
Yeah.
note. And then, let me think what else. That's really about it. Don't massage it. Don't wear a hat or put on glasses or anything that would push it towards the eyes. It'll stay where I put it unless you push it down. And that's it.
Perfect. It did not hurt at all. I didn't feel anything going in. The needle was like a little pinch and it didn't even hurt. So, and I have no tolerance for pains.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so that's just one. That's one of the things we do at our aesthetics division. The other things you may have heard me mention earlier. It's on me now, so you don't have to. You can relax. There you go. So we have the Botox. We have a micro needling device called the RejuvaPen. It's also a facial rejuvenation thing that we have. It actually does very on a superficial level micro damage to the skin that actually induces collagen changes that smooth out some of those same wrinkles and do facial rejuvenation in the same way. So we have the RejuvaPen. We also have I'm going to actually show you a video of this. This is our AccuPulse laser. What it can do is kind of like the Cadillac of facial rejuvenation is using superficial micro damage from a laser, and that can treat aging lines, acne scars, a lot of the same things. I guess if there's some skin changes that aren't heavily dependent upon the muscle, like the Botox would take care of, that would be something that would be more of RejuvaPen and laser. They all have different downtimes. Obviously, the Botox has the least amount of downtime, but they're all very good treatments. Make sure you go to, search our this Facebook page, but also go to the Women's Clinic of Johnson County website. There's a link to that on the Facebook page. You can call Katie and leave a message or talk to her. You can also message on Facebook. That's a really, it's on you now.
Okay.
So
all right.
yes. Okay. You can leave us a message, ask any questions, pricing, appointments, all of those things we can handle there. What else did I want to talk about? Once again, if you didn't have a chance to ask questions during this live, because I know it's like 9:45 on a Monday and a lot of people are busy, but whenever you see this live video, anytime, just ask your questions in the comments. We're happy to take care of it. We're going to be doing more of this type of thing because we want to educate, reach out to you, and we're here for you. So I'm gonna sign off. You want to say bye to everybody?
Well, I do. There's one more thing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. So I wanted to say earlier
I cut you
that
off.
Botox is normally on the upper part of the face, so wherever we want to weaken muscles. And then the fillers that we have here, they're hyaluronic acid fillers. And what they do is they pull water molecules to them, and just over time, it loses its ability to hold the water molecules. So anyways, if she were to do filler, filler is going to go in the nasolabial fold area, lips, you can put it into the cheeks. So that's a question I get a lot, is when do I need filler and when do I need Botox? And then with what he was saying about the microneedling and the lasers, we always do Botox 2 weeks before a laser microneedling. So you can do them together. It actually works better that way because you flatten the lines and then you go to do the laser, so you'll have better results with it.
Awesome.
Okay?
Okay. Any last messages?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. We're going to sign off. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you next time. Bye.